Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. Let's check in for your energies, Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising will be the most dominant, and we'll check what's going on for the week ahead and how we can support your journey. All right, let's connect in. I hope you had a good weekend, whatever you did and wherever you are. Let me know in the comments below where you're from today. I'd love to say hey. All right, current energies. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. We have got the Devil energy, the Sun. We've got the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. They all just wanted to come out. So let's see. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have got the Three of Pentacles, and underneath we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Now, it seems like there's some information that may come on through, guys, here, okay, with this Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil, and it's something that you may be potentially concerned about, or something that you will really look into, okay? Knight of Swords is, something off the cuff, perhaps, something you may not be expecting, something that just comes off the back of something else. Again, it just feels like there's just some news that's coming in. Maybe you've received it already. And the Seven of Swords could be put you in a position here of you really want to look at further details, try to understand what is being presented here, because there may be a whole bunch of information that you're wanting to understand and gather. And I feel with this Devil energy, it could be something, that seems to be a lot or seems to be quite intense, and you could be looking at, well, what do I do with this information here right now? What I do like is that you do have the Sun coming out, which, the Sun expresses truth, it expresses openness, healing, a kind of a spotlight on something that allows you to feel better. So initially, maybe when you did get the news, there could have been some disappointment, or it made you a little bit concerned, or it could have even triggered some area of your life here, okay? Maybe too, if you've been putting yourself out there in terms of some form of work, or, just putting yourself out there in general to better your life in some area, there could be this experience right now where things just feel like they're going around and you're waiting for something to land here. And I feel like, again, with the Sun, there's Three of Swords and then the Nine of Pentacles showing up. Whatever is happening here, I feel like it's putting you in a strong position, but you could be feeling a little bit alone, or feel like you're doing this solo and waiting for someone or a situation where you're fully recognized as your whole self and what you actually bring to the table here. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles is showing there is quite a strong new beginning here, something that's exciting and something that helps you, I feel, put you in a place where you can be the truth, can be the source, and make something new awaken and happen. So you could have some clarity that you've been waiting on, that allows you to work together on either a project or work with people to get to this next phase, on this next level of your life that you've been wanting to, pursue and grow. So this feels like there's a lot of growth going on, but information exchanges, and you may not at first know what to do with this information, or how to, process it, right? Underneath, you do have the Seven of Pentacles, the Strength energy, and the Tower. So there is some, I think, immediate change or immediate information that's coming on through that you may require some time to sit back with, to understand what to do with this. I think this information, is surprising in some way, but I'd like to say, it's moving in a positive direction here. It's just like something's challenging you initially with some information. So let's see where this goes. You could also be looking, for some of you, a way to carry something out to get the information you need to move forward, okay? And maybe you're feeling a little bit defeated. Like I said, if some of you are putting yourself out there for work, or putting yourself out there for projects, or putting yourself out there in general, I feel like this is shifting, but I can see there's a little bit of tension or a little bit of thought or a little bit of concern in between that's happening here. Let's have a look at the influence and challenge. So we've got the Tower coming out again and the Five of Swords. Yeah, so this could be some conflicting information at first. And then the Ten of Swords, yep. So whatever ends up coming through, it could be conflicting or could challenge you in some form of conversation here, or the way to go about something. I feel like there's a little, I'll say a spanner in the works, that the spanner being the tool, it switches things up. So it depends on how tight it's screwed, how loose it is, whatever else, right? So it's something that has temperament to it. And I feel like at first what you learn or what comes through, it may challenge you. It may make you feel, having more questions than you have answers, or it may, instill a little bit of inner turbulence on how do I handle this? What do I do with this? So there's a lot of thought and processing. You've got, pretty significant sword energy here. But what I do like with this Ten of Swords, meaning whatever has been bothering you, whatever has been worrying you, or whatever has been in the center of this experience for you at this point in time, that will be coming to an end. It feels like the difficulties will finally be over, if not already. This could be off the back as well of something that had occurred, that had shaken something up in your life as well, that left you conflicted. But again, we're seeing the shift of this. Let's see where this is all going towards the outcome here. Just remember, this is a general read, so only take what resonates and let's manifest what you seek. Okay, we've got the Emperor energy, so quite masculine energy showing up here. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Cups. And then ending with the Strength energy. Okay, let's just take another peek what's underneath. The Hanged Man, the Star, and the King of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, in terms of where this is all going right now, for some of you, there could be an element here of something that you're healing on the work front, or letting go of control in some way and just allowing things to unfold as they need to. This could be, again, related to your work or to a masculine or someone, that holds a lot of masculine energy in your life, or has a little bit of control in certain aspects of your life, right? And that can come in many different ways. But this Emperor energy also seems to be taking a seat back here, okay? I feel like this Emperor energy right now is also reflecting. So whether you've had a little bit of a disconnect from this situation or you're healing from this situation, I feel right now there is this challenging part of what you should be doing next. And that could be what is causing a little bit of inner thoughts and feelings and experiences. Is you're looking at what to do next. How do I get on the same page here? How do I balance this out? How do I make this work? For some of you, I really do feel like you're putting yourself out there in terms of some work, in terms of wanting to succeed at a certain project or a certain opportunity. And some of you could also potentially be challenged in some conversation or something that has transpired with another party here. It's interesting though, because I can see that there's a lot of thought and a lot of energy right now on kind of what action to take next or how to balance and work this out. I can see with the Seven of Cups as well, there's a lot of thoughts going on, or feeling like you need to make a lot of decisions or make a decision in terms of something. But the Strength energy here is kind of asking us to hold back a little bit, is what it feels like. Hold back a little bit in what you create in your mind. Hold back a little bit on perhaps making a real significant decision right now. It doesn't mean if opportunities come up, you don't do anything. I think it's just taking a very controlled approach to whatever that you're doing here. Okay. Because as I said, there's something here that's asking you to reflect on, to look upon, and come from a place where you're feeling a balanced and home within yourself. The Star energy is about your hopes, your wishes, the things that make you feel inspired. So it's important to get reconnected to that as part of your decision-making process. And this King of Wands, it's also like once they've made a decision or once this energy steps in, it's pretty clear and it's pretty direct and it takes what it wants, in a positive light. So I feel for some of you, you've got a pretty strong offer coming on in here, or opportunity that's showing up 3 aces. So something new is feeling welcomed. It's just a little bit of a bumpy road, it seems, to get there. I want to get you just a few more cards on some things to consider right now in terms of your energy as you're pursuing this. Let's just get you a couple of more cards in pursuing this energy right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you've got you are magic, you the muse, and you are light. Now, this is really interesting because this deck doesn't say with every card you are, you are, okay? They all come out differently. I just want to show you, example, overthinking can spoil the magic. Potentially overthinking could be spoiling some magic here. But there's some reaffirmation here that Spirit's asking to remember who you are, remember what you want, remember what you desire. You, the muse, that's you being your best friend, looking out for you. You've got your back, There could also be, too, that you inspire and light up, areas, people, situations, yourself by how you show up and how you connect and your approach. And you are the light. So there's something very powerful here that I feel you're drawing in right now. It may feel a little bumpy, but I feel at the same time that there's bumpiness or where you may not feel you're getting immediate results or, things aren't smoothing out. I think there's a lot of actual catalysts here that are helping you get to this fresh start or fresh beginning that you're seeking. For some of you, there seems to be a little bit of an area in your life that you could be healing from when it's related either to a masculine or a role in your life where you carry out some form of work, okay? Because it just seems like there's some trouble energy when it comes to what to do next. Again, this could be career or a relationship dynamic, and there's a lot of thinking going on or a lot of what do I do here? And that just seems to be coming up. But I feel right now you're being asked to hold space for yourself and connect into that energy. And as you make decisions, remember these things about you and about yourself and about your energy, because that's going to be really crucial to making a decision and to stepping into it with confidence when you do make that decision. But it's not something to be made off the cuff when you're feeling challenged in a way that you're questioning yourself, because like I said, that seems to be going around a little bit here with this energy. It's like you could be just in your head or looking at everything, questioning things. And I feel like, just take a step back for the moment and get focused on these desires that you have. Because once you get connected to this, it's easier to take action and stay focused, okay? And that's where these offerings and beginnings and things that you've been seeking tend to show up. So be gentle on yourself, friend. Appreciate you being here. It'll be an interesting week rolling out. So let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.